picture, SI1 of the replying affidavit of the respondents appears to be a forgery. And which makes the second.
So which one are you referring to?
I would request that my lord has both of them. The one attached to the respondent's replying affidavit, the first page, and the one attached to our further affidavit, for FM1. Ours is in color. Theirs is in black and, oh, I'm told it's also in black and white. It's my copy that is in color. If you look at those two, my lord.
Just give me a minute.
Also, here, house. This one does not have recovered. Yeah. (2025) on the petitioner's supporting affidavit is typed, so while the 25.
I thought you go over the respondents.
Okay, let me do that.
And when you are done, you now come to the petitioner so that there is.
It's methodical.
Yes.
Okay.
So
the differences we have noticed.
The date has 21st.
I had ST
yes.
signify 21st.
Yes.
And the date 2025, 20 is typed. Yes. 25
yes.
is written by hand.
Yes.
Then it has 6 items. It ends at number 6. Jane Ndiang'ui. Then when you come to the respondents, not to the respondents, to the applicant.
So you're done with the respondents?
I'm done with the respondents.
So the differences are?
The differences are
date,
the year, 21st does not have an ST.
And those are 6. I'm done. I've marked 21st ST.
Yes, and then the 2025 is typed whole. It's not written by hand. Unlike theirs.
I'm on the respondents.
Oh, we finished with the respondents. I've now started
Yes,
with our.
so I'm confirming that I got you right.
Yeah, the differences are
21st.
ST and 25 written in pen
Yes.
instead of typing.
Okay. Then the items are 6.
Are 6.
The witness Jane
Jane
Jango.
Jango.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the 3 notable things in that one.
Mm-hmm.
On the one by the petitioner,
Yes.
the date does not have ST, and I've just noticed one more issue, but I'll mention it. Doesn't have ST, and 2025 is wholly typed, not written by hand. And this particular, if you allow me to point a difference I didn't point on the other.
No, let's go.
All of it, yeah.
No, let's go the way you went.
Okay, and then I come back.
Then you now highlight the one you think is outstanding.
Inventory of items above the date taken.
Mm-hmm.
Inventory of items taken.
Mm-hmm.
It says ceased from inventory of items taken.
Stock seized
for the purpose of investigations.
Yes.
Note that one. I'll come back to show a difference somewhere else. Then we go to the items. My lord, this one has 7 items. That is the petitioners. And there is overwriting on the item numbers. Number 6 is cancelled because number 5 appears to continue up to number 6, so it's cancelled. Number 6 is cancelled. Number 7,
item,
the numbering. You can see a cancellation on the letter 6 and then an imposed writing on the number below to be 6. A cancellation below number 6, the imposed number 6, and then an imposed number 7. So the petitioners are 7 items and the numbering has been changed.
yes.
Then witness, it is cut, but it appears, the signature appears to be there. Other one. Where is it? You can see House of Kinyagia, Ndiang'ui. A feature that is also will distinguish the petitioners is the item number 7, which talks of okay. Item number 7 is that on our annexure, the petitioner's annexure,
Your Lordship, I don't know if it is proper at this moment for me to clarify.
No.
No.
is 2 pages. Ours, it's all on 1 page. Yeah. So we do not have the signature of lawyers. And this is seized. This is sealed. No, this is sealed. No. No, that's sealed. The last distinction between the two I would like to point out now is on the rest. It is inventory of items taken stroke seized from the suspect, seen for the purpose of investigation. Now, if you look at the petitioner,
the words inventory appear at the top.
The word that is not similar in both is the word sin, as in sin of crime. Whereas the respondent's one in that heading has the word sin, and this the word sin does not appear on the copy of the petitioners. I'm not a document examiner, but even the writings appear different. So with respect, we suspect that the exhibits annexed to the replying affidavit of the and the Director of Investigations matter said by the caretaker, who has not sworn an affidavit and who appears to have made a general statement, not a statement to the deponent. If you look at paragraph 14 of the respondent's affidavit, it says, the said caretaker informed officers that the second petitioner had left the house earlier in company of another man and 2 unknown ladies. He doesn't say he has been told by her, which he verily believes to be true. It's a marketplace statement. He said to the officers, this is hearsay, should be expunged, unless the lady herself swears affidavit and avails herself for cross-examination. What if the two others he left with were an advance party to abduct while the others come back and serve? Those are things we can never know.
Yes.
I sit just down with one proposition. The coincidence of the house being broken into by the police, which they now admit, and my colleagues will be dealing with the illegalities of that, and his disappearance, and the conduct of the DCI and the police generally in this country in matters relating to abduction, leads to the inescapable conclusion that indeed they arrested him and then ransacked his house. I yield to my colleagues.
My Lord, very briefly.
Just a minute.
Start from the point that I assume that the respondents recognize that we are in a country operating under the rule of law. And if they accept that fact, then a competent court having made an order, I've never seen orders that are so express and explicit like this one, directing the IG, Mr. Kanja, and the DCI, Mr. Min, to produce Mr. Ndiang'ui Kinyagia on the 1st of July 2025 at 11 a.m. What's the first part of that order? It is 12:43 at the time I'm speaking. And the two gentlemen have not produced Mr. Ndiang'ui Kinyagia. This court specifically directed them that if they fail to produce him, in default, they have to obtain court to show cause. So we all agree there is no production, but I can see they are not here. I'm only seeing Mr. Maro. He's not the DCI, he's not the IG. So if you are operating under the rule of law, at the very bare minimum, the two gentlemen should be in court, doing the explanations which counsel is purporting to do from the back. Because underlying all this is the liberty and the life of a citizen at stake. We may speak all the English, but there is an individual whose life and liberty is at stake at the end of the day. And that should be the primary concern of all the parties and the law. And in furtherance to that limb, my Lord, Mr. Ndiang'ui seemed to have only attracted the attention of the respondents.
That is the second petition.
The second petition seemed to have only attracted the attention of the respondents, on the 18th of June.
On 18th.
18th of June 2025, and that is, my lord, as per the annex 10, the replying affidavit, page 10. Sorry, on the 19th of June. 19th of June, as per the annexure found at page 10 of the replying affidavit, is a letter signed by one Zachary Kariuki, the DCI operation support unit. And that letter, my lord, it is the first time that the question of liberty of the second petitioner is being discussed. Before that day,
Just a minute. We are referring to
page 10 of the replying affidavit of the respondents.
that item is
It's a letter dated 20th of June. It's a letter from National Police Service, the letterhead, Directorate of Criminal
so
Investigation.
it's addressed to who?
It's addressed to the Director General Communications Authority of Kenya. The DCI is addressing the Director General Communications Authority of Kenya to help them trace.
The letter is dated.
Dated 20th of June 2025. And on the 21st of June, they are its residents, as confirmed by the inventory, the two inventories. So the only person who publicly is known to be interested in the second petitioner are the respondents, no other person. And it is also not in doubt that he disappears on that 21st of June. If it quacks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, it can only be a duck. And in their replying affidavit, they are speaking to recoveries of items in his house, confirming presence in the scene. They are not speaking to investigating or finding this man, the substance of this harvest application. If they were really minded to protect the fundamental rights of the second petitioner, and if they didn't know where he is, the report to court today will have been the number of witnesses they've questioned, the track and trace they have deployed, the CCTVs they have seen around the scene, to explain the whereabouts of a Kenyan who they will have said they are in their custody. But to the extent they are not talking about that, they are only talking about the items they've recovered and a purported expose. We can only conclude they have it. And those are the questions. If the orders of this court issued yesterday were complied with, we will be asking the two gentlemen and their subordinates whose names appear on the inventory to have been present at the residence of the second petition.
Yes.
So, my Lord, as I conclude, I will pray that this honorable court, to the extent that we have this order still in force, to give dignity and to assert the authority of the judicial process, proceedings with the participation and the presence of the two, Mr. Kanja and Mr. Amin, in person answering this question, and their subordinates who have signed this inventory. Only one agency in this country the supporting affidavit of Florence Muturi have not been denied the presence of Subarus and the gentlemen in those Subarus in civilian in violation of the law as noted. They make no mention to them. Do give justice to the second petitioner and his family.
You want to add?
Yes, yes, Your Lordship.
There
There are certain aspects, Your Lordship. I'll be
Which
speaking
ones?
directly to the affidavit.
Which ones?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Which ones?
Your Lordship, I'll be sticking to the contents of a supplementary affidavit, the issue of the arrest warrants, and averments by manual for the respondents in terms of their interest with the second respondent.
But what has senior counsel done? What has Mr. Willis Otieno done?
Your Lordship, if you would indulge me, perhaps if you find that.
I will, but I want to find out
Yes, Your Lordship.
what you are adding.
Yes, Your Lordship. I'd be speaking to the fact of, Your Lordship, there was an averment by counsel to the respondent that they are looking for the second petitioner and not investigating. I would wish to point out to this honorable
But that's what he said.
specific paragraphs.
But that's what he said.
Yes, Your Lordship. I'll be alluding to their replying affidavit where they indicate that these are person of interest, as well
Yes,
as
they have
our-
said that.
Your Lordship, the averment was that they are looking for it. Your Lordship, there's a difference between a missing person, Your Lordship, and that person being investigated for having committed a crime. That was the distinction.
You know, we really have to try and focus on why we are here. You understand the council?
Yes, Your Lordship. Yes.
Today was meant to be a very brief day. So, just let me know what you want to add. We have read this affidavit, haven't we?
Yes, Your
We
Lordship.
have read the inventories, haven't we?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Yes. So just add what you want to add instead of making a day very long. Give us your name,
I'm Mr. Abner Mango, Your Lordship.
Mr.
Abner Mango.
So I can have Mr. Mango.
Yes, Mango is fine.
It's easier. So proceed, Mr. Mango.
Yes, Your Lordship, I'll be very direct and speak to what has not been. Your Lordship, just referring the court to the affidavit in support of the agency. Your Lordship, there is a miscellaneous.
Let's not go there. We read that affidavit. We are here. We are part of that
It has
agency.
not been spoken to. It has not been spoken to, Your Lordship. There is the second annexure. The inventory was the first one, but the second annexure, Your Lordship, to the affidavit in support of the agency, is a miscellaneous application, number E2362 of 2025. This is the affidavit dated 27th of June 2025.
So which affidavit are you looking at?
There is an affidavit in support of agency. Your Lordship, just to give you a brief background.
I have to be there before you
Yes.
give me a brief
I'm
background.
taking you to 27.
So I'm looking for that document.
Very well.
Don't be in a hurry. You must be looking at a different document.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Which document are you looking at?
Your Lordship,
Give me the
there's a-
title of that document.
Yes, there's a certificate of urgency filed on 27th of June, and there was a further affidavit in support of the certificate of urgency.
When here, we go by the date, the document
Dated
is dated.
27th of June, 2025.
When is this urgency dated?
27th of June. 2025.
Certificate?
Yes, Your Lordship. And that is why I was giving you the background, that the initial certificate was filed on 24, and having not been given any directions, another certificate of urgency was filed on the 27th of June.
And when was this, the application seen?
On the 27th of June 2025 is when Your Honorable Lordship gave direction. After the subsequent filing of the second certificate.
24th was which day?
24th was on Tuesday.
It was filed at what time?
24th at 9:34 a.m.
And the receipt up to when?
You see? And Your Lordship, that's what prompted that.
No.
Yes.
See, you seem to be saying
Yes.
we were late in acting on your application.
Yes.
So receipt up to what time?
5 p.m.
Do you know when we saw this?
on 27th.
And you know it has to be allocated.
Yes.
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 So you know when it was allocated.